Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football. I'm running out of superlatives to talk about Arsenal at the moment. I've said they're incredible. I've said they're relentless. I don't know how I'm going to title this video as because they're very, very special. That's what they are. They're a very special side because, look, first of all, Fulham are fantastic. There's no doubt that Craven Cottage, Fulham, is a difficult place to go. And to wrap that game up in the first half, 3-0, 3 assists, a hat-trick of assists from Trossard. I watched the Man City Palace game yesterday, and I thought, you know what, that's a title win from Man City. You know, not a fantastic performance, really tight game against Palace. You get the penalty, you get the 1-0 win away from home, you get out of dodge, you come back, you're happy with that. You look at Arsenal playing Fulham at Craven Cottage, and you go, that's more than 3 points at Selhurst Park for City. That's going to be a significant 3 points that you look back at the end of the season and go, that was 3 points that helped us win the league. What do Arsenal do? Up yours, basically. We're going to win and we're going to score more goals than you. It will deflate Man City, that will, because I think Man City will have battled for that result yesterday. They'll expect Fulham to get something because I think a lot of people thought that Fulham might get something. Arsenal played Thursday night. I know they made some changes in the Europa League, but the manager's still there. A lot of the players that are playing today are still there. And then they come out energetic, bombard Fulham and get 3 quick goals in the first half that, you know, win the game. And, you know, they can take the foot off the pedal a little bit in the second half. And you look at the game, and realistically, it wasn't one-sided in the sense of it was a domination job by Arsenal. It was ruthlessly efficient, but 45% possession for Fulham to 55% for Arsenal. That you'd expect that. Arsenal like possession, but Fulham had 12 shots and Arsenal had 15. So, you know, it was a reason that, look, Arsenal won 3-0. They shaded it. They deserved to win it. But what I'm here for is to say that it wasn't a walk in the park fixture before the game, and it certainly wasn't Fulham on a bad day. I don't think it was Fulham on a bad day. I think it was Arsenal on a day that, I keep saying this. There's you know, we've heard Gary Neville say that they'll finish third and they'll drop off. We've heard a lot of people say that. I think people, you know, I've got no problem with that opinion. But I think if you watch Arsenal this season from the start, or even take it back further than that over the last 2 years, and you know what Arteta's building and what the blueprint is and how he wants the team to play and how he keeps adding people, even Jorginho and Trossard in January, they are heading on a journey that if you're climbing a mountain, Arsenal, you'd expect at some point they're going to roll down the mountain and have to start again. But Arteta's put these sort of footholds in the rock whereby if they do fall, they only fall a little bit and then they start from a high position again. There's planning and preparation that's gone into this, that they're on firm footing on their journey up, and they're not going to tumble down. They're not going to finish third. They're going to finish first or second. And at the moment, they're doing things that, I mean, look, the question for Arsenal was always going to be, they've not been in a title race for nearly 20 years. Man City are going for 3 Premier Leagues in a row. They've got the experience. Arsenal are acting like they are the experienced team at the moment. They're defying the lack of experience. I mean, going and winning 3-0 at Fulham, that's going to hurt Pep, even though he won. You know, even though Man City, if they win their game in the game at the Etihad, they're 2 points behind Arsenal. And then, you know, if Arsenal draw a game and they start bumping up their goal difference, that, you know, Man City are capable of winning every game. But at the moment, even though Man City are a very dangerous team to be hunting down Arsenal at the moment are sort of playing better, scoring more and more impressive. So it's a really intriguing Premier League title with, what, 11 games to go. And I think all Arsenal can do is just keep doing what they're doing, but keep ticking off these games where people would look at it and go, Fulham away, really, really difficult game for Arsenal. Probably going to drop points, maybe. Potentially could drop points, and then they don't. Next weekend, it's Palace at home at the Emirates. You'd expect them to win that. They come back, they've got Leeds at home. You'd expect them to win that. Liverpool, Anfield, look, you never know. You might get Liverpool that can beat United 7-0. You might get Liverpool that can lose to Bournemouth 1-0. West Ham away, I'd fancy them to win that. Southampton at home, I'd fancy them to win that. And then it's Man City away, Chelsea at home, Newcastle away, and Brighton. And look, there are still points there where you think Arsenal will drop points, but massive credit to them. I'm not going to be that Wally that comes out with Arsenal are going to win the league, because it completely disrespects the job Arsenal and Arteta are doing, it disrespects the Premier League, it disrespects what Man City are capable of, and it disrespects that there's still 10, 11 games to go and there's tough places to go. You can't hand the title to Arsenal because they're 5 points clear of Man City when they've got to go to the Etihad, which could, you know, bring that down to 2 points. And also, they've still got to play a lot of good teams. But at this moment in time, ridiculously impressive. And this is a special Arsenal side. And it won't be a consolation to Arsenal. It won't be a consolation to Arsenal at all. If they did end up getting clipped by Man City at the end, then they're going to be north of 80 points, finishing in second place, which is a huge improvement on the last 2 years. They're going to push Man City all the way to the end of May. I'm convinced of that, which is a huge improvement over the last 15 years. And they've done it in a way that's been ridiculously consistent. Like, it's not easy to go and win 3-0 at Fulham like that. It's not. You've got to respect the league. You've got to respect Fulham. They've been brilliant this year. And to go and stop them scoring and then score 3 yourself, I mean, that is title-winning form. Whether it's going to be enough, I don't know. But it's massively, massively impressive, as I said. And they're not in a false position. I think that there is still this expectation that Arsenal will at some point flop. And I think what I would add to that as well is, if Man City did end up winning this title by 5 or 6 points and Arsenal came second, they'll be comfortably second. And I don't think that's flopping, because they've been so far away from winning titles for so many years that if they did come second, because over the last month or so it got to them and they started drawing a few games, that's not bottling it. That's not flopping it. And I think we're not going down that route, but I don't think whatever happens now, you can use the word bottle against Arsenal. I think we've moved past that. I think maybe when they lost to Everton and Man City, people were thinking, oh, they're going to bottle it. And they've responded fantastically. Is it 5 Premier League wins in a row? I think if they don't win the title now, it won't be because they bottled it. I think it will just come down to experience and inexperience, because, and it might not happen. Arsenal might win the league. I hope they do. I don't want Man City to win the league. But if they don't win the league, I think it will come down to the old cliche of, you've got to have been in a title race to win a title. And obviously this is Arsenal's first title race in ages. And it gets dangerous. It gets dangerous in the last month. And I don't know who Arsenal have got to play in the last month, but Newcastle, not going to be in relegation. Brighton, not going to be in relegation. Forest away, that could be a nightmare game if Forest are in a relegation battle, because it's at the City ground and they're playing for their careers. So, Wolves as well. What I'm saying is, Arsenal could be playing for a title, and you might play some teams that are playing for their careers. So, look, that's all to come. All they can do at the moment is keep chipping the points off. And, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, you can't go into games thinking a point's a good result, because you know Man City are going to keep winning. So, look, very impressed with Arsenal today. Fantastic result for them. Smash a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll speak to you on the next one.